What's up, y'all, and welcome to my new show called Let's Kick It. I am your host, Kiki Chanel, award-winning author, lifestyle blogger, and certified life coach, as well as host of Kicking with Kiki podcast. During this episode, I will have people in the hot seat. We're talking about what do you need to keep or what do you need to kick to help shift your mindset. Today, I'm joined with author and film director Larry Smith III. What's up, Larry?
How you doing?
How you doing? Thank you for
I'm doing
coming to kick it with me.
oh yeah, thank you for having me. It's always good to do new podcasts, get my message out and actually get to meet new people.
Absolutely. So before we get into the premise of Let's Kick It, tell the people who you are and a little bit about you.
Well I grew up right here in Houston, but the early part of my childhood I spent like 30 miles outside of Houston. It's a little town called Liberty, Texas. And like my early childhood was cool. I had to pretty much got a chance to experience the country life in the country, the hillside and all that. Where I learned, true home values and stuff like that, and respect, which take you a long way. And then, I came here to Houston and spent the rest of my life here. You know, I went to college in Baltimore, Maryland in 2003, and then I came back here. And then, years later, I, started writing my first book, which is called Smiling Through the Pain. That's a poetry book, and that's kind of like what kicked off everything. It's not like, what I'm saying? It's not like I started telling stories. I actually started through writing poems, and then it went into storytelling. And
Hmm.
that's why, like, when you do stuff, you have no choice but to evolve into something better.
Absolutely. And we're gonna have to have you back on Kicking It with Kiki so you can share your full story. Because on Let's Kick It, we all about the mindset over here. We all about the mindset.
Okay.
Y'all see my shirt? Y'all go get y'all's merch at thekikichanel.com. So Larry, we're gonna get into your mind a little bit.
Okay.
When it comes to the word mindset, what does that mean to you?
Mindset means it's something that you are equipped with. You actually equip yourself with so that way you can stay focused on whatever it is you're trying to achieve.
It's what you tell yourself, the thoughts that you give, like the things that you actually tell yourself mentally. It's like your
Yeah,
mindset. You
yeah,
are what you think.
yeah. I was just gonna say, you become what you think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, how do you incorporate positive mindset practices into your daily life?
Pretty much by constantly telling myself, I'm gonna do this and actually keeping, what I'm saying, keeping my word with myself. Like if I'm gonna do something, I try my best. Sometimes I have my moments where, I should stick to my word more, but most of the time I actually do what I say I'm gonna do when it comes to my craft because I don't play with that because I lived a hard life growing up and this is my way out of, basically poverty. You know what I'm saying? It's like I look at it like that. I don't look at my writing craft as the way the computer view it, like, oh, you can't make a lot of money from writing. I don't see that mindset. I don't have that mindset. My
Hmm.
mindset is I'm gonna get everything out of it that I want to get out of it.
Absolutely. And you have to practice that. And you have to be okay with knowing that every day is not going to be a good day.
Yes. Yeah,
And
because
give yourself grace to know
mm-hmm.
that it's okay when I have bad days as long as I don't get stuck in that cycle.
Yeah, and I feel like your show is very important, your topic, mindset, because that's what we're lacking, you know what I'm saying, in our everyday life is our mindset. It's very important.
Right. And I believe that a lot of people have that scarcity mindset where they talk themselves out of the things that they're
Yeah.
supposed to have, like
Mm-hmm.
tapping into a positive mindset so that you can create that abundance that we are here to
Yeah.
possess.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about scarcity. Like, what do you feel about being around or knowing people who psych themselves out when it comes to mindset, thinking that they're not good?
Um, Sometimes it's a clash. If it's a person that wants to talk me out of what I want to do, it's a clash. But if it's a person that talks themselves out of it, then they're a little bit more they come at you more, humble, like, so how did you do this? And I like to shift them in the right direction by telling them what I did to get where I'm at.
Absolutely. And I love that. So what is something that you know you should keep to continue on that path of a positive mindset?
My drive and ambition.
Love it. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I learned during COVID how disciplined I was
Mm-hmm.
because I was doing it and everybody was like, well, you don't really have a real job. You are just at home every day. And I'm like, okay, but I work. I work for myself.
Yeah.
Books just don't write themselves.
Right.
Coaching just don't coach itself. Or doing programs for other people, they
Yeah.
don't just happen, by happenstance. I am
Yeah.
creating these things. So I love that you say that and keep doing that because your story is relevant. It needs to be shared and it will change and touch a lot of people. So keep on that track of the positive mindset to continue. And what is something that you know you should kick to help you shift your mindset on a daily basis?
My negative thoughts. My negative. I know
Mm,
we can't get rid of those, but like to try. I want to try and continue to practice of overpowering my negative thoughts with positive thoughts. Like telling, I'm not going to listen to this voice that's telling me, like you say, talking ourselves out of stuff, and just try, like, like you say, every day is not going to be a good day, but it's by shifting that energy and like turning it into something that it doesn't want, and you making it what you like. I realize that we are in control of our lives. We are in control more than what we think we are. But
absolutely.
yeah,
I love that. I love that attitude. Keep that attitude because that's going to take you so far in life. You're ahead of the game because not everybody can think like that.
yeah,
And it's refreshing to have a conversation with you about mindset and to hear that you're on the right track to make sure that you achieve the goals that you set for yourself and continue to live in that abundant mindset. You can inspire and help a lot of people, especially through your poetry and the books that you have. And even with your film. And we didn't talk about that. So yeah, y'all get an exclusive right here on Let's Kick It. But again, we will have Larry on the podcast to share his story for season 6. So y'all hear it right here. Season 6, Larry will come and share his story. And so when have you realized that you entered into a positive mindset shift? Like over the course of your life, when did you know that you experienced that mindset shift for the better?
uh, around 2010 when I started writing my first book. It didn't start shifting until I saw my face on the back of a published book, regardless of how big the book was, regardless of where I was in my life. It was my first book. And then I feel like that shift comes with seeing, what I'm saying, you achieve something. When you achieve something, it's like it's powerful because it's like your face on the back of something. It's like it's not just a brand, it's what you represent, and it's how it makes you feel too. And how things make you feel is powerful.
Yeah,
It gives you well, I don't want to like to use the word, but it gives you an ego, like not in a bad way. It gives you a reputation. You know what I mean?
I think it gives you confidence. I wonder what nothing wrong with having confidence. We need that, especially being artists. Like
Yeah. Uh-huh.
having that creative side and sharing that with other people, that is hard. You have to have some level of confidence because we have to know that not everybody's gonna like it.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
everybody's gonna receive it well because they may not know this version of Larry. They may know the Larry back then or the Kiki back then. So the fact that you're putting yourself out there to be judged, because that's what they will do,
Yeah.
you have to have that confidence, that confident mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so I am going to throw out some words, and y'all, this is not going to be a long show. Depends on how much Larry want to talk about these words. So I'm gonna throw out the words, and I need you to let me know if you plan to keep or you feel like you need to kick. So keep this mindset that you're on. And 10 being the highest, 0 being the lowest. And we're going to grade you at the end to see if you are a kicker or a keeper. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So love, 10 being the highest, 0 being the lowest. So you got to rate it, and you could pick any number in between.
Mm, I would say maybe I would say an 8.
Okay. And why did you rate it? Why did you rate that an 8? I'm curious.
That's really what came to mind. It's like, however way you used it, however way you wanted me to explain it, it's just like I see it like, I mean, it's a powerful thing, and I think you need more than ever. I think you need self love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, more than ever.
Absolutely. And that's why I was getting you to get to that. Get the
Hmm.
self-love. And I didn't have to tell you that. Look, we didn't rehearse anything. I don't send the questions out, guys. So don't feel like Larry over there cheating because he got the questions. No. He
I
just
have no
finding
cheat
out.
sheet.
He's
Hmm.
just finding out when y'all find out. So okay, so he rated love. And you guys do this with us and put it in the comments what you if you're a keeper, if you're a kicker. Nature,
10,
money,
10.
fame,
I would say I want to say 5, but I'm gonna say 5.
okay, beauty,
Mm, 7,
relationships,
10,
success,
10,
music,
8.
meditation,
Don't meditate, but I think it's people we should. I would say maybe I would have to say a 10. Because I think it's important.
acts of service,
10,
sex,
10,
business,
10,
sugar,
5,
television,
5,
water.
10.
I'm glad you said 10. You better say 10.
Yeah.
All right. Social media,
Mm, I guess 7,
quality time,
10,
books,
10,
travel,
10,
writing,
10,
communication,
10,
and personal growth.
10.
All right. So I think it's safe to say that Larry is a keeper. It's not many that you have to kick because it's like you, they top like 7 and above. I think the only thing that you had fives on was television and fame. Let's talk about those two a little bit. Why you rated those five?
Because I feel like they both are a distraction to your personal growth.
Absolutely. As mindset too, because you sometimes you take on a different mindset that you absorb. And sometimes television can be an outlet in a good way and a bad way. And
Yeah.
it can change some things in your mindset. And fame
Hmm.
can cloud your mindset because it can go to your head or it can make you feel like you're not good enough.
Yeah.
All right, Larry. Okay, so to anyone who is listening and watching, what can you tell them about doing on a daily basis or a couple of tips to make sure that they are operating in their mindset so that they can experience several shifts throughout their life?
Uh, pay attention. Pay attention to who you are associating yourself with on an everyday basis, because they have a big effect on how you move. Because depending on if this person not I want to say have something going for themselves, because sometimes if a person don't have something going for themselves in your circle, they either gonna end up slowing you down or hating on you because you're moving too ahead of them. So it's important who you associate with.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it even any better than that. So, Larry, I love that. I love that. And it's so necessary because we outgrow people. And that's a good thing because we are here to change, grow, and evolve and shift and shift and shift. And so you can't fault somebody for not being on that journey when you are on that journey. So it's okay to say, you know what, we grew up together, but maybe I need to tap into someone who has been on this journey and understand me a little bit more because I can't keep talking to my boy or my girl that knew me when I was in high school because they don't understand where I'm at this point in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Larry, what you want to tell the people before we get off?
My name is Larry, and I'm a keeper.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. And so Let's Kick It will be a monthly show, guys, live here on YouTube. If you would like to be a guest, just DM me on social media at the Kiki Chanel or Kicking It with Kiki Media. Or you can always send me a message at kicking it with Kiki Media at gmail.com. And that's kicking without the G. Any final thoughts, Larry, before you go?
Um, yeah, I would like to say that I hope that people, watching this show, I hope that they got something from it, and I hope that they keep try to fight, not try, but fight to keep a positive mindset and push yourself. Because you get what you get out of pushing yourself when you was in school, your coach drove you to the max. You know what I'm saying? So that means that he was driving you because he was trying to get the best out of you. And that practice is hard, but you elevate, you get better as you push yourself. So I hope that people push themselves to achieve something.
I love that. And Larry, you didn't know this, but the name of my life coaching business is called Push.
Oh, for real?
For real. And the push is an acronym for proclaiming unbreakable self-healing. So you didn't know that, but that was like right on the money. I could, wow,
Yeah.
alignment for sure. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. With that being said, you guys have been watching the first episode of Let's Kick It with your host, Kiki Chanel, and guest Larry Smith III. Until next time, make sure that you do what Larry said. Push yourself. See the potential in yourself so that others can take you seriously because you are taking yourself seriously. Always know that shifts happen in waves. You may experience a shift this week and may not experience another one for another month. But the point is, do the work every day to be your best self. All right. Till next time. Purple hugs.